Live from the local station, this is Weather Authority Week.
Good morning. We're here with a lot of good topics to talk to you about today. Number one, we've seen a good amount of rain over the last couple of days, and all of that is moving out into this afternoon. You could still see a couple of pop-up showers and storms due to the high heat of the day. But if we think the heat's bad now, you just wait, because we're certainly going into a pattern of drier conditions with the 90s on the up and up. We're going to be in the mid 90s for the weekend, 95 degrees out there. So it's going to be brutal. These are temperatures that are actually very unsafe if you don't take care of yourself. Check on your elderly neighbors, make sure the kids are okay. And, I don't know, I would crank the AC and limit your time outside if possible. Plenty of sunscreen, plenty of water. So we're gonna have a lot of sunshine to show you. Today's about a 40% chance of a shower. My rule of thumb is 60% chance or less. It's not a washout. And so these will be just scattered showers that come and go. And so it'll be something that we need to watch. But, overall, once they're out of here, they're out of here. And then we're gonna wish we had some showers to cool us down as we get into the latter part of the work week where we're in the mid 90s. So let's take a look at the beach camera. I can show you what's going on out there. It's a good day to take on the beach. You can certainly see some cloud cover and things look good. People are happy and they're out there taking advantage of it, and somebody's riding their bike there, so the waves are crashing down. We do have a rip current risk out there today. A rip current statement was issued by the National Weather Service. We talked about it this morning. So just know that with your rip current risk, this is what you need to know. The rip current risk is high. It's for Northeast Florida beaches, and the moderate risk is for Southeast Georgia beaches. There are numerous and strong life-threatening rip currents. It's really rough surf, which surfers love, but a normal person might be like, whoa, it's not good. Rip currents they can sweep anybody, even the greatest of swimmers in the ocean, away from shore into deeper water. So while the safest place to be is on land, we know you're going to do what you want to do, as you should. But if you do it, just make sure you know how to get out of a rip current, and you can find that on our website, news4jax.com. Meteorologist Mark Collins did a package on that, and you could see it right here. This is him. He actually puts himself in a rip current, and what he does is swims out of it because he knows how. He's a great surfer and a great swimmer, and we talk about this package a lot. So if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. It's a great, great package. But now I want to switch gears a little bit. We've talked to you about the temps, the heat, the rip currents. And now I want to talk to you about the EF1 tornado that I've been reading up on here that hit near Georgia-South Carolina border. This is from Aiken County, South Carolina. Take a look at your screen and you'll see that the National Weather Service confirmed that an EF1 tornado hit Langley, South Carolina. That was Monday morning, so yesterday morning. It brought damage to the Langley Fire Department building and other parts of Aiken County. The storm damaged homes and brought down trees in several neighborhoods, and authorities have closed some roads around the area due to damage, and I think you can clearly see why. A lot of damage there across that area, and it's very scary stuff. Tornadoes have a mind of their own, so once they start taking on a path, it is just really hard to, if you're not looking at a radar, understand where it's going. And so luckily, we're able to do that as meteorologists, and the National Weather Service was able to do that, but it's very scary for residents, and as they were out there, a lot of destruction. So certainly thinking of and praying for those in Aiken County. Now we want to go to the Texas heat wave, because this is something as a meteorologist I've been following. I know a lot of meteorologists have. More than 6 million people in Texas, by the way, are under heat advisories. It's a huge, huge deal. This will be not only today, but for tomorrow as well. And one forecast office actually called this early season heat wave potentially historic. So that person running, I hope they've got a Camelback of water, because they're going to want it. In Austin, Wednesday's high of 107 degrees would make it the hottest day in May on record. And Tuesday's high today of 104 degrees would be the hottest temperature on record so early in the year, and the third earliest date to hit triple digits there. So today's going to be a hot one. You want to do what these people are doing. Go find yourself some water. It's going to be a smart idea. Temperatures in San Antonio, I was looking this up, could reach 103 degrees for 3 straight days starting today. And that's a streak that's never been set there during the month of May. And it's rare in any other month. This is a huge, huge deal, even for Texas, who gets hot on a normal day. But temperatures like this, I mean, we know the 95s coming our way are dangerous, but when you get over 100, that is a bad situation. So again, quick look at our 7-day before we take a break, and you'll see that, yeah, we're in the 80s today with small chances for pop-up showers into this afternoon in that high heat. And then the 90s and a dry spell returns, plenty of sunshine. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back, and we're going to talk about how this heat that we're embarking on affects your pets. I know I've got a pet of my own, Kevin. He's a fluffy mini Bernedoodle puppy, and he is the cutest little guy. Like, he's so fluffy and cute, but overheating is a big concern for not only this breed, but maybe your breed too. That was Kevin at the dog park, and we were there for maybe 10 minutes the other day, and he got hot. He's got the bangs too, you can't see very well. But here's the deal. One thing we can see is that these pets need water. Just like this golden retriever you see in the video here. You're walking, you're making the trek, doing what you need to do because dogs need to walk daily. But here's a couple tips for you. In extreme heat, you want to keep your pet really, really cool when it's hot. So when it starts to feel like it's 107, 108 degrees, that can be a heat stroke. And then when it's 104, that's heat exhaustion. 100.5 to about 102.5 is normal. But these are the signs of a heat stroke in a dog. Heavy panting, difficulty breathing, and excessive thirst. A bright red tongue, you need to know that is a huge sign. Thick saliva, which usually comes out as drool. Vomiting and or diarrhea, both unpleasant, but signs. And of course, unsteadiness and staggering along with lethargy. By the time the signs of a heat stroke are visible, they're often too late. Certain breeds just, I don't mean to be like, I guess crass here, they just drop over. And so it's a real thing in bulldogs, and it's a real thing in other dogs that are hot by nature. So you do not want to let your dog get hot. You can have a heat stroke happen in under 15 minutes, and dogs who are more at risk are those short-nosed dogs like those bulldogs and those terriers. And then the long-haired dogs, my mini Bernedoodle, and then the young dogs and the seniors, because, the older you are, the more you pant. And so a couple things to note here. When you walk your dog, I want you to think about their sweet paws, because pavement and asphalt can send burn marks down your dog's paws in the high heat. Test the surface with the back of your hand. If you can't hold your hand on the pavement for 7 seconds, it is way too hot for your dog. Would you walk barefooted? I didn't think so. You think they want to? I don't think so. Use pet-specific booties to protect them from hot surfaces. Some dogs hate those, but if your dog can wear them, I think they're great. It's a great investment, and it's worth it. Walk during early mornings or late evenings when temperatures are cooler, and opt for grassy areas and paths instead of the hot asphalt sidewalk or road. Remember though, here in Florida we have those burrs in the road or in the grass as well. So it's going to be key to really check the pavement, because I mean, look at Kevin, he's smiling right now. You think he's going to be smiling if he gets burned out there? I don't think so. Not going to like me very much as a mom. So, we got to do better. And we can. And I think the best thing to do really is to test that pavement, because if it's hot for you on your hand or your feet, it's too hot for the dogs. Look, he's like, I like the couch. I like the air conditioning. He's a bougie dog, maybe yours is too. He doesn't want to go outside, but you have to, right? They got to take their potty break and get their walk in. Really crucial for the dogs. So there you go. I want to talk to you now about a story that really, touches my heart. We've got a beachgoer and JSO officers saved 3 drowning children at Huguenot Park. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. I was reading up, and gosh, look at this. So JSO officers heard a young boy crying for help after being caught in a rip current at Huguenot Park on Saturday afternoon. Moments earlier, officers saw a beachgoer carrying a small boy and a girl out of the water. Beach Patrol Officer Tyler Sweeney stripped off his vest and gear, grabbed a buoy, and dove into the water to find the boy, who was calling for help. At the same time, Officer Billy Crocker tended to an unconscious 8-year-old girl and prepared to begin CPR on the young girl. After giving the young girl a sternum rub, she began to show signs of recovery. This photo shows her in the recovery position here, and it's just, it's awful to see this. Jacksonville Fire and Rescue arrived. They started the oxygen and transported the girl to a local hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, Officer Sweeney located the boy in the surf and brought him safely back to shore. On Sunday, Officer Crocker followed up with the girl at the hospital and confirmed she had improved and would be released soon. And officers later learned the children were at the beach as part of a T-ball team outing. JSO says it can't stress water safety enough. Rip currents and rough surf are deadly. It's not they can be, they are deadly. And it's really imperative to note that, again, today we've got the rip current statement from the National Weather Service. Adults and children need to be extra cautious, know your swimming abilities, and if in doubt, stay out of the water. Officers say they're grateful all 3 children are okay, knowing this could have easily ended in tragedy. And again, today we are under a high rip current risk. Northeast Florida beaches and Southeast Georgia beaches, numerous and strong rip currents are possible. So if you go to the beach, remember to send us your pictures on Snapjacks. Anything you do today, send us your pictures on Snapjacks. It's a beautiful day to be out there right now. A few clouds, and we'll see some showers again this afternoon. I look forward to being with you again on Thursday. But until then, again, Snapjacks, Snapjacks, Snapjacks. We want to see your Snapjacks. We'll see you again soon on Snapjacks and here on Weather Authority Weekday.
See why every day more people are choosing News 4 Jax, Northeast Florida and South Georgia's #1 source for local news.